everybody. Welcome to the Guitar Center rental department. We are going to be doing some really cool stuff here. This is going to be the first of hopefully many different product demos that I'm going to do for you based on some of the stuff that I've rolled into my rental inventory for lighting, PA system, recording equipment, cool instruments, just hopefully some really cool product demos to show you what's out there, how it works, and how easy putting on a really good show, performance, business meeting, whatever, can be down the line. The first one of these that I actually want to do, I buy a lot of my lights from a company called Blizzard. They're still fairly new, but they make some killer stuff. Thank you, Frank Lupino, and all the entire crew out there at Blizzard, because they really put their heart and soul into this stuff and make it as user-friendly and high quality as possible for the lowest price point. So the first fixture that I would like to show you guys is called the Skybox Chroma. It's this white rectangular looking sucker. Blizzard does some cool stuff along with like the power cable and stuff like that. Most of their fixtures also come with a DMX cable and like a little power con end so that you can actually make your own jumpers. They package these things with a lot of different things that make your life, at the end of the day, really easy. So let's go over the actual physical form factor of this sucker. Really solidly engineered aluminum base with acrylic top that's kind of glossy. Looks really nice. We get a lot of oohs and ahs here at the store when we actually have these out for demo. First thing I would like to bring your attention to, we've got these nice industry standard power con in and out. So while these are capable of being battery operated, and that's how we use them most of the time, you can charge a whole string of these at once and you can actually run them while they're charging. Really solidly thought out. I like the fact that they use power con. It's a professional option, even if the fixtures are not 100% targeting the professional audience. You also have your DMX in out. And you have this handy little light here which shows you what RFID group you're in, which I will go into a little bit later. On the other side here, you've got a great little LCD screen. This is how you navigate your functions, whether it's going to be in DMX mode. This is also how you tell it what IR group to use, what frequency it's on. Very useful stuff on that, and that's just a very easy to navigate little setup. So, getting into this sucker, there's a bunch of different functions. Auto mode. These are preset color macros and different things like that you can use. As you can see, this is very bright. And all these color macros are very easily accessible, so that if you've got like a wedding with specific colors for uplighting, all you do is say, okay, colors 10 and 12, and you can have your entire crew just drop, and then these are set in a really solid static mode, and they'll run for quite a while. Typically we end up getting anywhere from 14 to 20 hours of life depending on how these are being used. So they run forever. They're not going to crap out on you in the middle of a business conference if that's what you're worried about. One of the other functions we've got here is a slow color fade. Really solid. Again, very easy to access. And if you have a bunch of these fixtures via that IR thing right there, these will all sync up and talk to each other as long as they've got line of sight and that they're decently close to each other. You can get 30-35 feet in between these things before they start being really unreliable in terms of communication with each other. If they're 7-8 feet apart, they're in sync like that 100% of the time. It's rad. The next setting really is strobe. So this is the slowest it will strobe. And this is about the fastest that it'll strobe. That's really headachy, so we're going to stop that. And that's about it as far as built-in functions. You can't really access the dual mode portion of this until you actually get it hooked up into a DMX controller. In the DMX mode, it can take as few as 6 channels and as many as 18. Right now we're going to run it in 15-channel mode just because my handy-dandy controller only speaks up to 16 at the moment. Another thing that you guys should know, this not only speaks to other fixtures and controllers via IR, it also speaks via a 2.4 gigahertz wireless signal. For those of you guys who haven't used wireless DMX before, it's very reliable. Typically you do want line of sight, but it can be reliable up to 1,000 feet, which is Awesome. I don't have any of those transmitters, so at the moment, for our first light in the chain, we're going to resort to a cabled solution. That's not supposed to do that. So we just reset all our DMX values there. Quick channel breakdown in 15 channel mode. You've got two separate fields. You've got beam and field, both of which are controllable independently. Channels 1 through 6 are going to be red, green, blue, amber, white, and ultraviolet for the field. The next 6 are going to be red, green, blue, amber, white, and ultraviolet for the top field. The next ones, let's put this into something solid, are going to be strobes for top and bottom, which you have individual control over, which is rad. So, that's really cool. The other thing that I would like to show you, and we're going to take a little trip here, couple feet to the left, and we're going to bring another one of these in here. So, I wanted to demo that IR thing. So, with these, as long as they're on the same IR group, and they're on the same channel, they sync up like that, which is awesome. So, you know, theoretically, if everything's set up properly, all I have to do is flip the switch.
Jada, do you have a call on
which
line
is
number 2?
Awesome. Does exactly what I want it to. You know, so then I can go into controlling exactly what I want. Now that UV can be very, very cool. I like adding it in sometimes. Like, take a look at this red with the UV to it. It adds a really eerie hue. I'll do that on the bottom as well. Very, very eerie hue. It's really awesome to look at. I don't know how well that's translating on the actual camera, but very awesome to look at. At the end of the day, these are some great lights. We have them available in our rental inventory, and yeah, I love the Blizzard stuff. So keep it up, guys. Keep up the good work, and I'll keep buying your stuff. I saw some good stuff at NAMM this year, so you'll probably be hearing from me very, very soon.